Okay, this is fun.
Yeah, Chilean Pinot Noir.
Point Noir. Ed, you remember Ed, the guy who used to work at my dad's liquor store, the goofy kid?
Oh, yeah.
He would put stuff on the box, Point, P-O-I-N-T. Point Noir. But anyway, this is, the South American influx of Pinot Noir, which has been coming around for years, but most of it was just red wine. And here's finally, and we've talked about this before, but this is a Chilean version of Pinot Noir, which you don't see a lot of, actually. And here it is.
Well, there was a reason for that. Do you remember the Chilean Pinot Noirs we were tasting like 10 and 12 years ago? That we were afraid to pour down the drain for what it might do to the drain.
Right.
Well, I'll tell you, it's been amazing, and I wrote that in the newsletter. It's been shocking to see how they've turned around. Pinot Noir is not an easy grape to grow.
You know what I liked about this? I remember now. It almost has a Beaujolais nose, that berry, raspberry.
That's a good call. It very much so Beaujolais nose, but cru Beaujolais, the bigger, richer, like the Morgon or Cherouble or those wines I adore, by the way. I think they're wonderful, wonderful wines.
And also the typical problem with most Chilean Pinot Noirs is they have too much smoke in them, from the barrel or what. But I thought it's great balance, still a lot of fruit.
Wonderful wine. I'm starting to get used to these Chilean Pinot Noirs because they are not California, they're not Oregon, they're certainly not France, and they're not New Zealand. They kind of have their own statement. But that's a statement about Pinot Noir, which my friend Brian Babcock said so well. He said it's a conduit to the soil. Whatever soil it grows in, boy, that's
what it is.
It's pronounced in that wine more so than probably any other grape except maybe Riesling.
That's the beauty of this one. It's Pinot Noir. It's just picked up the nuances of where it's from.
Exactly. So I'm doing 96.
96. I'll go to 96. Now, we were at a restaurant the other night with some friends. He's a total rank amateur at any wine. Not that that's a problem, but he just doesn't do this for a living like we do, right? So he goes, I can tell. And I ordered a bottle of wine.
This is a living?
Yeah. See, I ordered a bottle of wine, and the guy goes, wow, don't tell me what it is. Don't show me the label. I'm going to guess what it is. I'm like, oh my goodness. Okay. And I've known this guy for 30 years, so I'm like, give me a break. So they pour it. He goes, well, I don't think it's a Cabernet. And he's looking for me. I'm like, I'm not going to tell you what it is. And, of course, that's what it was. And then he goes, it's definitely not from Napa.
That's where it was.
That's where it was from. So after they poured it, everybody started saying, oh, yeah, it's kind of light for a Napa. I go, look, you guys. I said, you're misunderstanding this wine. First of all, the sommelier took it from the cellar. So it was cool. Mm-hmm. It was actually too cool for service. And she poured it. And so that masks so much that you didn't get the emphasis of the wine. So they looked at me. I said, I want you to take the glass, swirl it around your hand underneath it, get it warmed up a little bit, and then I want you to really suck some air through it while you're tasting it, so that your mouth warms it up and that you get the nuances. And they looked at me like, hey, this is different. I'm like, well, yeah, because so don't try and guess again.
$7.99 on the reorder.
And so then the sommelier comes over and she says, we have to learn how to taste and evaluate every wine and guess the vintage and guess the air. And then she left.
Who
and
cares?
I go, first of all, that's not even